Hello, welcome to the KB the After Show. Today I have with me
Sarah Pollock.
Sarah. Sarah has been on a bunch of times on the mothership, the Katie Black Show. How many times do you think you've been on?
I'm a friend of the pod. I think four, maybe a little bit more.
I'd
I
say
think
more.
four. Yeah. Well, and I produced it. Like I recorded and stuff like that. So back when we had the studio. So yeah.
So this is a crossover. How does this feel?
Good. Wait, is this not called Katie Black Show? What's this called?
This is called the KB or just KB the After Show.
Nice. Okay, good.
LOL. So like same vibes, but
Yeah.
I'm the mothership trying to be more like professional athletes, first responders, kind of crime vibes, and this is more like millennial. This is like the millennial channel.
Gotcha.
Still kind of a head fuck for me to introduce the new show. But anyways, okay, so this is the last time you guys are gonna see this background. I am painting the room, and so I'm about to literally after we stop recording, I'm gonna take everything down. But I love your surfer. What's the
Oh
story
yeah.
behind the surfers?
It's just something I put on sometimes whenever I'm not watching anything. It's just it's a live surf thing. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what beach it is, but if you just type in on like YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
live surf cam or whatever, there's several of them. This one might be North Shore, I think. But
Very chill.
yeah, I always feel like, it's either that or like the fireplace, for in the winter time.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on a fixed budget of time,
Okay.
and me and Sarah could talk for, 2 hours. So, first up, I want to get into, as we record, the breaking news off of Summer House that allegedly Amanda and West are a thing, or a thing. I've read reports today that according to us, they weren't a thing, that he already had a girlfriend. So she was a side piece. Like, basically, he's always been hustling a lot of women. What's your thoughts on the
No.
whole thing?
So wait, he had a girlfriend and that's not Sierra? So since the end of Summer House, he didn't end up getting back together with Sierra, which is kind of what it looks like on the show right now, is headed that way. But so he didn't end up with her, and then he started dating someone else, and then now I don't know. I think that's BS. I think that there's been something kind of going on probably since Summer House. I've been kind of watching closer to see if I can see any
Definitely.
like, you know, any signs of it or whatever. I just feel like there's been something going on underneath for a while.
But, like, how
And
long's a while? Because my friend thinks since fall of 2025. What do you think?
when did they stop filming? Like when did they film Summer House? I guess in the
I,
summer.
mhm. But I mean, who
uh,
knows, Wick, when that
yeah,
official?
I think I agree with your friend. Yeah, so the podcast that I listen to a lot, like I listen to this one about gossip, and they actually reported on this. They got a anonymous email or whatever in February about West and what's her name, and
Amanda.
Amanda, but Beyond the Blinds, that's what they're called. They're cool, but I kind of trust them in this way where it's like they claim that they've always thought, it seemed ever since West got on the show, that there's been a flirtation between them, and you know it may not have been noticed by everybody because she was married, so we didn't think that she was flirting. So
But in
like,
fairness, I think Wes just flirts with everybody.
yeah, it kind of does. Even the guys, like you
Yeah.
say. Yeah, I do think he needs to get a PR person though. Like I know supposedly he's gaining followers from this. Amanda's losing followers and sponsorships and everything, but which that sucks. But I just feel like this is giving him the wrong kind of publicity, and he's too messy with these things. And
Well,
with
I guess too, just even you had like text me. So Sarah's so fun. I don't have it with me. I should have, but like all these like notes, and she's like, these kids they're not kids, but they're in their early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s.
And Sierra, I think, is in her late 20s. I'll excuse
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay, true. Just turned 30. But I mean, I guess to me, that's the whole weird cycle of Bravo is like, you're famous, getting pumped up by partying and having these like problems. And usually when you're
Yeah.
partying, weirder shit happens. But I guess my thing is, I don't think Amanda was divorced before she started messing with this guy, regardless of Sierra, which is such a friend, shitty, shisty.
I don't care about Kyle. Let me just be clear. I don't care. And the marriage thing, like that is a legal thing. That's not necessarily like I think that they could have, in North Carolina, I'm going through a divorce, and you have to be separated for 1 year before you can get a divorce, even if you're sure you want it before then. So maybe they have that in New York. I don't know. So I don't really put a lot of stock in that whole idea where it's like, well, she was still married technically.
What if she was still not even separated? I guess that's what I'm getting at.
I feel like they've been living very separate lives for a long time. The fact that she didn't even know that Loverboy is in trouble, and she supposedly is part of the business. Like, I think they stopped communicating a while before they even started filming for this last season.
Fair.
But yeah, Kyle sucks. I think he's too old for her. I think he always has been. I think he stole about 10 years from her, and she didn't do that to him.
But I mean, it takes two to tango, though. No?
He's a DJ. He just started being a DJ in his 40s. Like, the dude is very immature. Sorry, that's
No, for sure, for sure.
not like Kyle. But at the same time, I just think it's messy. But so I mean, the thing is, they are doing a good thing. If he wants to be on Traders later, if he wants to be on other Bravo shows, like, he's very much establishing himself. Unlike some characters in Southern Charm that really want to have storylines. And
Oh my God, we'll get to that in like 2 seconds. But I guess what's your final synopsis of, okay, well, fuck Kyle, but what about her friend, like Amanda's friend Sierra? Like, what do you think about that? And obviously, I think West is on a merry-go-round, and I think there's probably about like 5 other girls. Like, I think there's a roster. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
no, but I have something to say once we get to Southern Charm that ties those together. But
What's your final verdict on the Summer House drama?
first of all, Sierra is beautiful and smart, and she can do whatever she wants to do. And she's got like she's gonna end up with somebody so much better than West one day. I think if this was Paige doing that to her, it'd be a different story. But Amanda, she's really only known her since she started being on Summer House, 3 years before or something.
But shit, dude, 3 years is in your 30s is like 10 years.
I mean,
I get it.
She's 28 or 29. Sierra, she's young, and I'm just like, I feel like she learned, but I don't think this destroys her. I just think it's messy,
Well, I just think it's the other thing too. Even though they weren't like, her and Wes weren't in a like relationship, no man ever cheats because someone else is more attractive. And here's another example. You've got the.
I think they're both very beautiful. I think they're both too beautiful for him. I don't think he's that cute. West is lucky to have had an opportunity to be with either of them, and he, fumbled, and he's going to fumble the current one, and it's just a matter of time. True. It's not as scandalous, I don't think, as the Sandoval.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't really know about that at the time, so this has been my experience with like, oh, what a scandal.
Like finding out stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so cut to Southern Charm, which is really why I wanted Tara on, because she was like, we were going through the season, going through the reunion. What did you think of the season, the reunion? I guess more so the reunion, but I don't know.
Well, and also just to kind of give a little backstory, I did just recently binge all of the seasons. I had watched a couple of seasons before.
Like starting when? Like, what's the timeline?
I mean, that was right before this season started. The only season I had watched of Southern Charm was the one before this past one.
Okay.
Didn't really know much about any of them. I saw Shep, and I remember thinking he looked so desperate with that girl, the really young chick the season before last. Anyway, so I wanted to know what the deal was. I watched all of the episodes basically in about a week, you know, and
Oh, jeez.
yeah, dude. So I'm kind of an expert on it right now. Before all that stuff floats out of my head, but then I watched the season, and the season was like it's pretty boring compared to what it used to be like, you know? I mean, Catherine's my favorite. She was awesome. She made the show. Sally is yikes. And so, yeah, basically, I just feel like all of the characters, everyone on the show, I think, is not bringing anything really interesting to the table, you know?
Well, I think it's just kind of like, that new term I've heard, reheat, like you reheat your nachos or something.
Yeah, kind of.
But yes, going back to like the Catherine and even the Thomas, even though he was a very flawed figure, you had, to me, my mom's from there, my
Better
grandparents from
drama.
there. Well, it's a show about Charleston. You had two people that were actually from the area. And now, maybe with the exception of Madison, I heard she's from like Greenville, so you got like a South Carolina thing. No one's from the area. So that's my first thing.
There's definitely people from South Carolina. Like Shep is from South Carolina, maybe I'm not exactly sure where in there, but like on the coast of South Carolina. Also, what's that girl's name? The newest one? Taylor? No, not Taylor. Ooh. The blonde girl. What's her name? The one that was.
Oh, the one that's like this, like bugging
Yeah.
out. Okay.
Oh, what is her name? Charlie. Charlie is from South Carolina, but like somewhere inland, kind of like the way.
I'm talking about like, imagine like we're from Charlotte, like we're Charlotteans. Can you imagine a show being filmed in Charlotte about Charlotte and no one's from Charlotte?
True.
That's my take one. But my take two is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know my take. Well, I mean, I do. I just think it was like one of the worst reunions I've ever seen.
Yeah, I felt well. I feel like all of their reunions end up. I hate to use this word. It's not that serious, but there's a lot of like kind of internal misogyny with the women on this show, and there has always been. Like the guys seem to be like, even if anybody's doing something wrong, it's Craig, supposedly, according to everyone on the show. But it's the guys seem to always come out smelling like a rose every time. But then the girls end up getting, looked at badly. They're the ones that are expendable on the show, I've noticed. It's always the same guys, but then different girls. And, it especially this time, like, I don't like Sally, but I did not like the way they were talking to her.
Wait, first of all, can you say how she treated the men like construction workers?
Oh, well, no, she treated Austin like that. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to be like forward, but it's another to just like every single time she brought him up, she talked about him like he was a piece of meat. And like, it's Austin, like he's not even, I mean, he's like the guy next door. He's not like a, prime rib or but I just felt like he even said down dog or something to her at one point. And I was like, ew, that was early on. And she still kept doing it.
So do you think it's authentic? Because I guess it was so heavy that I'm like, is this like because the cameras are rolling?
I mean, that's very possible. It didn't seem like, I don't know much about her actually. She's been on for 2 seasons kind of, but the first season she wasn't very. We didn't know much about her. I would say it doesn't seem like she didn't do that with Craig. She sort of was like very biding her time with him, and then she was like very coy, like asking him about dating and stuff. It was just the way she approached Craig was very different than Austin, just being like, woohoo. And like, I don't like it. And the body shots right in front of his girlfriend, just all of that was, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't agree with Southern Twang girl. What's her name? Madison. Whenever she said something about how nobody wants to settle down with a girl that's like going out to parties all the time. Like, Austin himself goes out to bars all the time. Like, that's a very double standard. I don't think, I think both of them aren't a big catch. Sorry.
Mhm.
But I don't think that that's good advice to give one person and not the
Well, I
other.
guess in fairness, it's, you could have just simply put it in a bow of like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I
That
don't
would
like
have
you.
actually been a pretty interesting part of the reunion if they had done that, you
Just like,
know?
I'm not into it.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not into it.
Yeah. But
Instead of,
Austin can't say that directly. He can't even say it to the camera whenever they're having their little, you know,
well, I
to the
guess you want to like
camera.
keep all your options. I don't know. I don't know if that's the process of the mindset of like, let me just keep all the cards on the table. But
So just little connection. I mean, there's lots of connections between all these shows, but supposedly Sally has hooked up with West before.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the vibe that he's giving me.
Hmm. And I think she's kind of like that too. Like, I bet when she meets people at the BravoCon or whatever, she's kind of like, "Oh, we should hook up." I don't know. That's not why I don't like her. I think the reason she gets on my nerves is just because it feels like there's nothing to her. Even though I know she has a really interesting job, I'd like to see a little more of that. Or we don't even know where she lives. Like, we haven't seen anything about her really, other than her like thirsting over guys. And so it's just sort of like she's boring. Benita's boring. Like the Molly is cute and I like her, but she's kind of boring too. And the guys are
Well,
boring.
well, speaking of boring, the
Yeah.
reunion I just thought was all about Craig. I don't know how you have a
They all
reunion.
are.
I know, but especially this one. Like, how do you have a reunion? You don't ask Shep anything. You don't ask Whitner, is that his name? Anything? You don't ask
Oh
Molly
yeah.
anything.
Hmm.
Madison kind of chimes in. You don't really ask her anything
Oh,
directly.
you know who said nothing the whole time? Was Rodrigo.
I mean, he's great.
Like,
Like that's why I'm like, what's
just
going
like making
on?
expressions. I don't know. I don't. But I will say, just because I have watched all the seasons in so close to now, there are at least 2 to 3 other seasons where the entire reunion was piling on Craig.
So what's that
Um,
about? Is that just about producers wanting to go for the story? Like, what's that about?
I, I mean, Whitney's the producer. Like, he's the head producer, I guess. And like, I feel like Craig is the reason a lot of people watch. He's the reason I started watching. He's cute, and he's interesting. He's always got something weird, cool going on. You know, his little pillows or whatever. And now he's got like a little garden business or something. I don't know. He's
Funny, yeah.
like Martha Stewart kind of, which I love, and he's handsome. So, but he has a lot of flaws, and he's okay with people, pointing him out, I guess, because it seems like they all kind of have a problem with Adderall, which they like to say on there. But that was his issue. But it's like they're all doing that. I just think
I think they're doing more. Well, that's that. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's code words for things, but I think for a while it was sort of like okay to do it, and now Craig's like, look, I don't want to put up with this anymore, like the butt of the jokes kind of thing.
I think
That's
it's
what it
like,
seems like.
yeah, it seems weird. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not saying he's perfect. He does have some issues that he needs to work through in therapy. But I don't know why. Maybe just because they catch stuff on screen about him like yelling at her and
I mean, I felt
no.
like this happened with Catherine. I kept watching and I was like, she's not as bad as everybody's saying, but she's not really standing up for herself very much. And now apparently she's gone off the deep end. But on the show, I always felt like they kind of like everybody blamed her for everything, and she wasn't a bad guy. And I feel like now Craig is that person. But I do like when Miss Patricia has everybody over to her house, the boys over to her house. So weird. But when Craig like always messes something up, like he breaks the chairs and stuff, that's
Like
so
comic
funny.
relief.
Yes. Oh my God. Like he almost or he did spill wine on Molly's dress at Whitner's
Let's go
family.
to the dog. What's your vibe of Whitner? And the because I always say with anyone in reality TV, the first season's like wonky, and then the second season is when you kind of like get to know the person.
This is his second, right? Or no, this is his first.
This is first.
I can't tell. They always have these like kind of cute guys on the side. Like there's the one guy, Pringle or whatever. I thought he was cute.
Me too.
But yeah, Winter seems cool. I don't know yet. Yeah, we gotta. The jury's still out, but he seems cool. His family seems cool. Like his parents should be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I don't know. I got weird vibes from the property where they filmed at.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, sure. That's.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I just get weird vibes.
But his family bought it in the 90s, not the 1890s. So it's not like his family's sketchy or anything. But I hear you. And I think a lot of areas in that part of, like Charleston in general just has some weird vibes and some strange ghosts. Yeah. So I just feel like overall this season was pretty boring.
Yeah. So how long does this last? I always say, like, how long does this show last? Does it last forever? It could last forever.
I mean, it seems like if they're fine with it being like this, then it could go on forever. But I do think that they need something to, I don't know, to inject something fun and not another annoying person. Like, I just feel like Sally is it does seem artificial. Like everything that she did seemed not natural to her, Same with Charlie, like her expressions. What were those? That was so funny.
Why do you think that Sally was trying to railroad that relationship with Craig?
Yes. I mean, yeah. I think it came from the fact that he wasn't interested in her, and so she decided to use that, the friendship, to say that that's why. But I think she just was like mad, jealous.
It was weird.
She acted the same way as Benita did whenever Benita was saying, like, he's going to walk you like a dog and all this stuff, and I'm not going to be there whenever that happens. And she, like, storms off. It's like that scene with Benita and Sally almost played out identical whenever, and Sally kept getting mad at Charlie for not telling her about it. Is Baywatch coming on in the background? What is happening?
Maybe, who knows? Or no, it's giving like they're selling a drug.
Yeah, probably. Weird.
It's giving like they're selling a drug.
Yeah, but no, Sally kept saying, like, why are you not telling me about you and Craig? And it's like, duh. The reason why she's not telling you is because every time she says anything about it, you yell at her and you tell everybody, and it's just obvious. I yelled at the TV a lot more this season than normal because I was just like, these are dumb storylines because I mean, come on.
I actually fast forward. I would watch it like I would kind of fast forward. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that sucks. I would like to see Shep bring Craig the dog around again. That makes me sad that he.
Okay, so I heard that he gave it away to
his parents. Yeah,
which I'm like, why?
That's par for the course for Shep, though. I mean, he can't. He's not gonna settle down. He's not gonna. I think that shows. Like, I don't even know if he can take care of a plant. Like for long.
Well, you wonder too. Like at some point. I think these kids, not just Southern Charm, just like all these kids that are on Bravo, like, what do you do when it's over? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Like, I feel like, it's just like any type of fame, like, usually when it ends, only like a few people are like, thank God.
Right. I mean, I think we're watching what happens afterwards with Paige, like she veered off. She went more into her podcast and she started her little pajama line, which is not going great. But I do think that these people in these types of shows, especially like the Southern Charm, they're kind of like pro athletes a little bit. It's like they make a lot of money in a very short amount of time, and could completely drop off. Like they cannot count on lasting fame. I think Craig can for a while anyway, but the rest of them, I don't know. And so yeah, the money will stop rolling in, and then who knows? Hopefully they make good choices while they have the money. So they're making like $15,000 to $20,000 per episode.
Mm.
Pretty good.
I get good vibes that they are. I'm just talking about the psychological thing of like, yeah. I mean, I guess the people that are successful are like a Craig or a Paige, where they've started all these other things outside the show. So you have some kind of lifeboat to stick to once curtains in. But I mean, who knows? It could go on for another 10 years. I don't know. I mean, it can't go on forever, but
It can. It can. I mean, if Whitney decides to just completely fund it, pretty sure he's got plenty of money. But I think it's pretty much, I feel like it's run its course a little bit. I didn't feel like that last season. I remember thinking like, no, they probably still have something in them, but it just felt really forced this season. And when they said that they're all actually friends, they mentioned that on the reunion, I was like, I don't know. I don't think they hang out with each other outside.
I think you guys are coworkers.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just
they
like
are
you guys.
definitely.
Yeah, you guys are coworkers.
I actually feel like the reason why Austin had a girlfriend for a long time, that didn't even live there, is because I think he's very separate from that cast. Like they had never even really met Audrey. Only a couple of them had met her before. I remember Craig was calling her Aubrey for a while during one of the episodes, and he had been with her for over a year. So it just showed me that they're probably not very connected outside of filming, which makes sense. I feel like it's probably similar for the Summer House people, except for when the show's coming on, and I think that's when they kind of mix back together, because their social media is where everybody's looking after each episode. So.
Well, circling back to Summer House, because I think we've got about 10 minutes left. I read that the house is on the market. So does that mean the show?
Really?
Mm-hmm. To me, that means maybe they'll start. The only way that it would work maybe is if they like refocus and start following them around New York. Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure that they would just get another house.
I know, but
I didn't
kind of like
realize
Seinfeld having another apartment. I don't know.
I didn't even realize it was the same house all the time, because I know in Winter House they had different houses for the first few seasons, but then I kind of noticed that Summer House seems to be the same one. I don't know. I don't know how much longer that's going to go on either. I wonder if this is the last season in a way, because of everything kind of breaking around it. But also Sierra, she in this last episode she mentioned that she bought a house in North Carolina, and it's in Charlotte, was what I read.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Her grandparents' house, and apparently that's where they were from. I think it's Charlotte, but I'm not certain. She didn't say that on the show. She said North Carolina, but she bought their kind of like split level mid-century looking house, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so we might see her around. We'll see.
TBD. Okay, so since we've always connected on my other show, there's always Charlotte always comes up in the mix, obviously, especially since we're from Charlotte. Now, a few years later, any thoughts on Charlotte now? Is it the same? Like, what's your vibes?
I always say this, and I still feel the same way. I think Charlotte is full. Please stop moving here, people. Except for Sierra can move here. I think that's okay. But it just feels the traffic's insane. But otherwise, I mean, we're starting to get that hot, humid weather, and I'm not excited about that. But otherwise, it's fine. I'm still here,
Oh, yeah. Same here.
Yep.
Any, thought on the growth or like new restaurants this, new restaurants that?
I haven't been out in that scene, or I haven't checked out any new coffee shops either, which that used to be my activity rather than trying out new restaurants or things or bars. I loved finding different little local coffee shops, and I'm definitely out of the loop on that too. I've had this foster dog for a year. He's very needy. He's in the background here, laying down and whining.
No.
he's very needy. So if the place isn't like dog friendly, then I usually don't go to it.
You're not about it.
I mean, I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
He's very sweet. I hope he finds a home. But yeah, it's a little, I feel a little trapped, because I feel guilty leaving him.
No.
Yeah, he's got separation anxiety. So, I've been exploring a lot of different like dog friendly places in Charlotte, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. Can I shout out a place?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so Frank's Beer Shop. It's very cute. It's on Commonwealth, and it's very dog friendly. And everybody that goes there is just cool. It's got a good
So
vibe.
what is your, I'm here towards the end of my 30s. What's advice on like the last couple years of your 30s? Any advice or vibes?
Um, well, that was so long ago because I'm 45 now. Ow. But I don't know. Actually, I feel like it's I don't know.
All the same.
I don't feel a lot different from then. But but I will say, if wrinkles freak you out a little bit, they start showing up a lot more after your 30s are done. So it's like kind of hard and fast, Like I'll just, wake up and I'm like, oh, that's deep, or whatever. But it's not scary. It's just kind of interesting. Like I'll just notice. I'll be like,
Maybe that's how I should look at it instead of like, oh, I don't know how I look at it.
Well, I keep seeing that like getting older is a privilege. So
It is totally.
um,
It is. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
and I'm trying to like let my gray come in, naturally. I've got like some little highlights so that it kind of blends together as opposed to just like comes in half gray and half dark. But yeah, I'm trying to do it gracefully.
I think we all are,
Yeah.
And then I've always said, like, I remember, like, when I was, like, in my late 20s, like, being in South Florida and people freaking out, and I was always like,
Down there, yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Like, because one day we're going to be, like, 50, and, like, what a joke it was that we started freaking out in our late 20s about getting older.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the money for Botox or filler, so I've had to adopt this attitude. But who's to say? If I had the money, I still might not do it. So it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. I don't know. I haven't gotten any yet.
You still look like a child to me, so good job. Yeah. Porcelain skin. Very nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lots of cream.
Yeah.
Lots of creams. Okay.
Yeah. Skincare.
So 4 minutes left in real time. I just read that Trump fired Pam Bondi.
Okay.
Any cares? Any thoughts? Any?
I think he needs to go ahead and fire that Hegseth dude. I think he needed to fire him right before he hired him. But sure, Pam Bondi, sure, yeah, and the FBI guy, like hopefully they're all on the list, but he's gonna throw everybody under the bus because he can't take the blame for anything that happens, right? That's what I think. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, no one can go and testify in front of Congress and ever look that bad again. I mean, like, what a crazy bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, doing what they tell her. I mean, I feel like the press secretary too. It's like the things that come out of that lady's mouth. It's like she can justify anything, and I'm constantly like, she's gonna look back at some of this and be like, I can't believe I said that. It's like what this administration is telling them to do is, I mean, and Stephen Miller, I think, needs to be canned. But I don't see that happening for some reason.
I just think he's his, like, little, like, Trump feels like he's, like, intelligent or something,
Yeah.
Little ducky.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name again?
His name's Elroy.
Hey, Elroy. I know he's deaf, right?
He's deaf, but he can see ya. And he understands.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
He looks grumpy, but he's not.
I feel like he looks like a lot healthier than maybe when you first got him.
Might be.
Or cleaner or something.
Well, he's heavier than when I first got him. I like to say he was underweight, but I'm nice. I give him treats sometimes, you know?
Is he driving the car with you?
Yes, he rides with me everywhere. He loves the car. Like
Oh.
when we go outside sometimes, like just to go on a walk, he goes over next to the car and is like just standing there, like, come on.
Oh.
So, yeah, he's my co-pilot.
Oh my god.
The chick at one of the Starbucks we were at the other day, she took a picture because they're apparently making a little wall, like a dog wall, like Jason's Deli did. So they like him. He's like a model.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's cute.
I don't know, final thoughts? How do you feel about the Zoom podcast as opposed to like Sarah's done all the things. Sarah's done the studio podcast. She's done like me bring my mics at Starbucks podcast.
This is the first time I've done this, and
What
I'm
do you
a
think?
little nervous. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. We'll see.
It'll be good. But this is the
how I do
evolution
my
of the
hair.
show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been watching yours, and that's pretty cool. You've had some really cool guests. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, you were the first cool guest.
Thanks. No, I'm talking about VJs, man. MTV VJs.
Dude, I'm trying. I'm so like
You should get Jesse Camp.
that will be a hard one, but it is a goal. And also too Kurt Loder. Like I don't
Oh yeah, he's like 70, I think now.
no, I think he's like older, dude.
Oh wow.
I think he's like a 40s baby.
Yeah. Well, there is a former VJ who lives in Lake Norman area. His name's Ricky something. I can't remember his last name. Ricky Rhodes, something like
That
that.
sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, he hosted like 120 minutes, I think, or something like that. But you should look him up. But he used to come to Comedy Zone. I remember that.
Okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, I'm still trucking, but it's gonna cut us off. Thank you so much for joining me. What'd you think?
It's fun. Thanks. I think we had fun. Okay. I like your tab shirt.
Yes, thank you. I was like, I wonder if she can tell.
Yeah, I love tab. It's so good.
But not around anymore.
I know. I'm sad. I still drink Fresca all the time, though.
Yeah, Fresco's good. Fresco kind of. Have you heard about these new energy drinks, like the new Red Bull? It starts with an A.
Mm-mm. What is it?
I don't know. My friend texted me about it. She's like, it's just like the new thing. It's like the new energy drink.